Describe what's going on with the offense right now. Like, what are you guys doing to try and change things at this point?
I think a lot of it's consistency and executing. Obviously, there's a lot of plays where the scheme's good and there's breakdowns in protection of the routes or just looking the ball in. So I think the biggest thing that I work on is just being confident in our technique and working together and putting good product out there. We have good game plan going in every week. I think it's big just to execute.
This is the same stuff that's been said for basically the last 6 weeks.
For sure.
What's going to be different in that sense?
I think we just got to dig deep, and I think a lot of it is just continuing to fight. And at some point it's gonna work. We believe in it. We trust it. We trust our coaches. We trust our technique. It's just got to execute. Broken record, but it's the same every week.
All the focus with the offensive difficulties have been focused on the receivers, quarterback. How's the offensive line coming around? How do you feel about play with your unit so far?
Definitely a lot of positive, but there's definitely a lot of room to improve for us. Obviously, returning 4 starters has given us an advantage in experience and things like that. But it's not one position group or another. Each group can do better, including the offensive line. And only rushing for 100 yards when our goal's 200, 250. We've got to be better at that, and part of that's getting behind on points. But there's a lot of, especially looking on film today, there's a lot of runs where if we were better on our blocks, then those would have broke up and a little bit better and gotten more yards and would have kept our offense ahead of the schedule.
There's been almost no rotation on the offensive front. How's that helped you guys?
It's definitely helped with unity and communication. I think I've said before, in practice we talk a lot, and in the game, we've played next to each other enough that a lot of that communication is just unsaid, and we can trust each other and know each other's tendencies and assignments, and it's a few words here and there, but for the most part we trust and know each other. And when it's stunts and things like that, we've done them so many times before that we know exactly where where the guard's going to be or where Tijon's going to be, and we can pick those up.
Do you feel that continuity can help the rest of the offense with all the other rotation going on with all the other positions?
Absolutely. I think if as an offensive line, if we can be consistent and we can do our job every play, that's one less thing that can go wrong. So if there's 11 guys on the field and 5, there's 5 at the offensive line. So we put it on ourselves to be right every play, all 5 of us, because we're basically half the offense on the field.
Thomas, when your friends and family ask you what happened this season, why are you guys struggling? What do you tell them?
To be honest, I'm not quite sure. I strongly believe there's a reason for everything. We're learning a lot, and we've got some inexperience, and we're learning a lot, and we're learning how to overcome adversity, and who knows, maybe that's preparing us for something down the road. So.
Coaches emphasize, it seems like every week, some sort of change. Have you seen like a schematic change, or is it just digging down and executing more? What have you seen?
We have a good base plan. Each week there's wrinkles and adjustments based on what they play and their tendencies and what we've seen the week before. But for the most part, we're not bailing on our offense. We're not bailing on our technique. It's just refining and making adjustments here and there. For example, as an offensive line, we've gone to a wider split. We've done narrow splits at some times, and we've found that the wider split gives us a better advantage to see things coming and to climb and to make bigger holes. So for the most part, it's just adjustments based just as we would if we were winning. So.
In your mind, what's left to play for? For you guys?
I think for our team, in reality, there's a lot of negative out there, and we're very, very blessed to be able to play football and to we've got 5 guaranteed opportunities, maybe a possible chance for a bowl game, but to play for our seniors and to give them the best we can for the rest of the season. And at the end of the day, we get to play the game we love. And Coach Kalani's with our Thursday heroes. There's a lot of people out there that have a lot worse than us, and so just trying to be positive and play for those that love us and appreciate us, and for our families and for each other.
You guys got into the red zone a couple of times and were only able to get field goal on one. Another time, nothing. Weren't able to get in the end zone.
Mm-hmm.
looking back at the film, those are the times when everything's really tight, so a lot of it is on the line on making blocks and open up something to get in the end zone. What do you guys need to do? What happened in those circumstances? What do you have to do?
Just break down on assignment. Obviously, I'm thinking of one specific play. They brought an overload blitz to one side, and we didn't have quite enough to block it on that side, and so it's just something we got to be more aware of. As an offensive line, looking at the film, it was an opportunity for us to just be football players and read it, and we just didn't see the exception, and we could have adjusted to it if we had taken the time to see it.
Is that a check you guys make, or is that a quarterback needs to see it and make a check?
In that particular one, it was on us. It's a bad situation. Make the most of it, and we didn't make the most of it. We were assignment sound, but we could have done better.